Hey plant fam! Welcome back to my channel. Hopefully you're not new here because that would be unfortunate if this was your first video, but if you are new here, hi. My name's Jaclynn. This is my jungle, even though it looks very bad right now still. And if you're not new here, thank you for being here still. I really genuinely appreciate all of you for still hanging out with me, even though my uploads have been very sparse, very non-existent. But David and I are heading to a wedding this weekend. So when you guys actually see this video, we'll be at a wedding. And then when I get home, I plan on getting a new phone, a new microphone, a whole new setup to hopefully help me feel a little bit more motivated to film. But also my plants, they still look pretty bad. Like I'm doing my best in here, but I still I just haven't had the time or the motivation to do everything that needs to be done in here. So today I want to show you my November favorites. I've been doing these monthly favorite videos consistently for like 2 years now, so I just could not skip November. I know it's already December. This is a different format than usual as well. I didn't feel like doing my normal sit down. My plants behind me just like, they don't look great. So I thought it would be more fun to kind of take you around and show you. It's not even necessarily my favorites for November, but I'm just going to show you some of them that did really well through all of the neglect that they've been suffering for the last couple of months. So you can basically call this my November favorites, but also these are the plants that survived a lot of abuse and a lot of neglect and somehow still look pretty good. So let's get into it. The first one I want to show you is hanging in my window over there. And these are definitely ones that have been included in other favorites videos. I love them for a reason. So I'm going to show them to you. Let's go. The first plant I want you to see is in my window here. We just had a big snowstorm. And it's my rat tail. Look at this thing. When I zoom out, it doesn't focus well, but hopefully you can see how long she is and all of my dead dying anthurium down there. Yeah, so if you guys remember, I picked her up. Let me zoom back in. I picked this one up at Florabella back in May for $19.95. And she has grown like crazy. So obviously she went a little bit too long without being watered. And I think she was getting like sunburnt, honestly, in the window. She might be getting kind of like too much sun. What's going on there? But it's a cactus, so it handles neglect pretty well. And I just think she's really beautiful. I also just got a monkey tail. I knocked it over, so all of the tails broke off. But hey, maybe we'll get new growth. So number one on my list of favorites for November, and also plants that have just done really well over the last struggle couple of months in here, is this rat tail. And if you can find one for this crazy good price, these are like $50 typically, definitely get one. 10 out of 10 recommend. She's been really fun to watch grow, and she's gotten really, really long. All right, so another plant that has done really, really well for me and that I feel like I absolutely have to highlight, especially if you are newer to anthurium. This thing has suffered so much neglect, even through pregnancy. Literally, she just finished giving me all of her seeds, and it is my silver blush. She's a little tattered. She's a little yellow and crispy in some spots, but compared to the rest of my anthurium, she still looks so good. So if you are worried about not doing well with an anthurium and you want one that stays more compact, look at how nice and compact this grows. This is my pothos. Like, this is what I tell people to get when they are looking to get an anthurium for the first time. You have to get a silver blush. It is so resilient. It is so easy to grow. She's blooming like crazy. I didn't catch this inflow. She was pregnant. I just kind of like didn't get it in time either when we were just kind of just neglecting the plant room. But she has just been such a trooper. She's done so well for me, and she still looks great compared to a lot of things that don't look great. And this is me just being like really raw and really honest with you guys in case you did not see my last plant care, like my chores vlog, and you just like have no idea why all my plants look bad. Your girl was struggle bussing. We're getting back to normal. I definitely feel better, and I appreciate all you guys being so sweet to me. I also started another business, so that's been taking a lot of my time as well. And I'm just relearning how to kind of manage everything. So if you guys did not go and check out the new stuff yet, you can find my new business, Petioles and Patina, on Palmstreet, here on YouTube, Instagram, all of the things. And I go thrifting and I resell vintage decor, lots of pottery, lots of plant related stuff. So make sure you come and hang out over there if that's something that you're interested in, if you're looking for really unique pottery for your collection and just like fun home decor to style with your plants. So that's been taking a lot of my time, but I think, you know, I'm ready to focus on the plants again. I have a ton of stuff that's blooming in here. I've got seeds that are popping in here, babies that are growing in here, and I'm really excited for spring 2026. I think we're going to have a lot of new plants in here in terms of babies that I've made. So I actually crossed this with a BVEP Pap GY, which is a really dark Lobe dad. And I think these are going to be really beautiful. So stay tuned for those. They'll be available soon. The seeds are germinating. They're doing really well. So also stay tuned for a video. I'm going to show you kind of just like everything that I do for my seedlings. The big ones are the only ones that look bad because they're not in high humidity. So the ones that are in the bins and the domes and everything in here have done fine because it's okay if you don't water them for 2 weeks. They stay pretty moist inside the humidity domes. But anyway, Silver Blush is number 2 on my list of favorites for November and just plants that I recommend in general for you if you're looking for something that can take a little bit of abuse when it comes to anthurium. All right, so here's another anthurium in my collection that's done really well and put out this really beautiful new leaf. This is the Nigrolaminum GG. She's definitely glossy and not velvety, which definitely contributes to why she's done so well, but I just really love the pink vein on this one. And I'm just glad that she's been a trooper. This is what she looks like when she's hardened off. She's dark, she's Lobe, she's glossy. She's really fun to cross with velvety anthurium because it always makes them really dark and long. And just look at those ears. Aren't they beautiful? So I wanted to put this one at number 3 on my list because she has been standing out to me. And I noticed, like, hey, you pushed out this beautiful new leaf. You barely even show signs that you were neglected on your old leaves. And that definitely tells me that this is a resilient anthurium, a trooper of a plant. And if you're looking for ones that get a little bit bigger, because you could see she's definitely not compact. She's pretty leggy. These leaves will get really big, though. If you're looking for a more glossy leaf one that's gonna get really long, then the GG is a great option for you. So I had to put her on the list. I just thought that she deserved a spot because when else is she gonna make the list? Realistically, she just looks so much better than most things in here. But this Forgetty Eye is putting out a new leaf that looks good too. This is what I love about anthurium. So like, sure, this one might look bad, but the new one is not going to take long to come out, and it's probably going to be fine. So we just need to, like, you know, this is the reality of what happens when you prioritize your mental and your physical health over taking care of your plants. And I show it to you guys because I want you to know that it's okay. It doesn't make me happy. It's not something I aim to do, but it's okay to give ourselves a little bit of grace sometimes and understand that we are people and that we come first, our needs come first, not the plants. All right, so number 4 on my list of favorites is this basic bee. It is my philodendron Brazil. This guy lives in my kitchen window. And because it's in the kitchen window, it probably gets watered more frequently. But she's been a trooper. This is a classic in my eyes. She's done a lot better than pothos. I mean, the pothos does pretty well without water. It just loses its bottom leaves. But I took my elbow away because I needed to give her a shower. But I just really have been enjoying this plant. And David even mentioned something recently where he was like, this plant is really happy in the window. We both always really loved a Brazil, so this is a newer one that we've had for a little while from Lowe's, and I like her. She's doing really well. She's growing lots of new leaves, and she just looks really cute hanging in the window. So I had to put her on the list at number 4, even though she's super basic. I think it's important to show love to the common babes. I will always love a philodendron heartleaf. I will always love a pothos. I'll always love a snake plant, a ZZ plant, no matter how many rare, expensive anthurium and Hoya and all that I have. I will never, ever forget the love that I have for just these really simple plants because look how beautiful they grow. Bushy, they trail nicely, and you don't have to go crazy with these. All right, so last but not least, number 5 on my list of favorites for November. I had to put this plant on here even though I've definitely put it on a list recently. It's just doing so well and it's growing so well for me. And it's one that every time I walk by it in the living room, I'm like, she's so pretty. And I do need to cut her because she's just like, I don't really feel like extending the pole. So I'm probably just going to propagate her. But it is my Syndapsis Jade Satin Variegated. I thought it was an elbow, but genuinely it looks more like an Aurea. The bottom leaf was just very elbowy when it was sold to me. I think it even says white variegation on it, but apparently it's not. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's stunning. I love this plant. I never get tired of looking at her, and she's done so well for me even though I haven't really watered her very much. So Syndapsis are another one that are just very resilient, especially the exotica types like this one. I don't really love Trubii as much as I like the exotica types, but I had to put her on the list just because if you guys remember, I picked her up. She was literally just this one leaf, and she's done so well for me that I bought a bunch more Syndapsis. So I'm going to give you a little peek into my prop bin where I have the rest of my Syndapsis. If you guys remember that unboxing that I did from my friend over at Daniela Fine Art on Palmstreet, I got a bunch of Syndapsis from her and they all have new leaves. So I would love to show you guys those because I feel like just Syndapsis in general have been so much fun for me to kind of rediscover. I always loved Syndapsis from the get-go. I always had like a Silverian or an Argyrius or an Exotica, something along those lines in my collection. But I don't know, I think I just got tired of growing them. Trying to grow them as trailing plants wasn't working. So this time I decided to put it on a pole and it's gone way better. So I am going to propagate this and then probably just stick it back in here to get another vine just to get her a little bit more bushy before I make the pole really tall on her. So yeah, my hair looks crazy. This one is number 5 on my list, and I am going to show you inside my bin, and then that'll be it for our November faves. So stay tuned for more stuff coming. I swear to you, we're gonna do like proper content again coming soon. Probably not a ton of content coming for the month of December, but 2026, I plan to hit the ground running and just really get back into the swing of making plant videos for you guys. This time of year tends to be pretty chaotic and a little bit slow on YouTube anyway, so it's fine. And it gives me a little bit of time to just take the pressure off. So I'm going to try to hit you guys with at least 1 video, 2 videos a week through December. And then in January, I got to get back on some sort of schedule. I don't know if I'm going to ever be able to go back to daily uploads for you guys. I just don't have as much time as I used to. But I would love to get back onto a consistent schedule for us to hang out and maybe even do more live streaming here on YouTube since I enjoy doing it so much on other platforms. So let's go check out those synapses. Okay, but sidebar, these are my little babies, my cross, one of them, one of the first ones that I did. And look at how big they're getting. Some of them are getting so big, and I'm just really proud of these little cuties. I had to show them to you. Okay, synapses. All right, so this one I actually picked up at PlantCon, if you guys remember. Dark cloud variegated. She's working on a new leaf. This one's probably my favorite, Silver Cloud Elbow. Look at this leaf. Isn't she so pretty? I'm kind of obsessed with it. I also have this guy here, Pea Sun. I like the more like minty kind of vibe on this one. Also new growth on there. This one is a little sport guy, a little exotica. Might be Baticon, low variegated. And then last but not least, look at that new leaf. This is the Synapsis Halimoon with her half moons. She's so stinking cute. So she looks like she's doing like an every other leaf thing, which is pretty common with half moons, but she's just so cute. She's so cute. So I had to show you my Synapsis and how they're doing, and they're doing well because they're in a bin, and I just wanted to put all of them on my list of favorites for the month of November. All right, fam, so that is it for this video. I know it's a little all over the place. I've been a little all over the place, but there was no way I was going to miss showing you a November favorites video because that just feels wrong. It feels wrong. It's tradition. So I hope that you enjoyed hanging out with me. If you did, you should give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'm just going to keep it brief, keep it simple, and tell you guys that I love you and I appreciate you. I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving, and I hope that I see you again soon. Bye.